All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my favorite episode of the podcast of the year. It's the draft for the All-Star game. We started this tradition 3 years ago. It's been a big hit since. By now, you should know who your captains are because we've already released the video. By the time this comes out, team captains this year, Maren Maxon of Wells, Ella Pelletier from Oxford Hills. Can't wait to see how this goes down. Girls, how are you feeling tonight? How do you feel about your GM skills in drafting a good team here?
Oh, I'm excited. I feel like I got a good ideas going on right now.
How about you, Maren? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I feel like we're gonna beat Ella in this tournament this year.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. So you guys were on opposite teams last year, right, Maren? You needed a little bit more help, it looked like last year.
Yeah, we struggled a little bit, but this year I'm picking, so we've got it.
I'm currently 2 and
No
0,
hate to
so
Addison
I
though.
just like to point that out.
I was going to say, Ella, you're making history. You're only the second three-time All-Star we've ever had, so making a little bit of history there.
Yeah.
And Maren's back for her second one. So before we do that, but this is going to come out on Sunday. So by then, Maren, you will have played your quarterfinal game. You get Biddeford, and we have a Biddeford player in the draft pool. We got two other Biddeford players that are playing in the Rising Stars game. Did you guys see Biddeford during the regular season? And can we get a prediction? Because we're going to know if you're right or wrong by the time this comes out.
We have not played Biddeford at all in the regular season, but we're
Okay.
feeling pretty good. Got a good scout on them, so hopefully it'll work in our favor.
And then Ella, you get to hang out till Wednesday. You get the first round bye. You get the winner of Bangor and Wyndham, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about getting the bye and being off? You were mentioning before you get basically 2 weeks off here before you guys get to see the floor again.
Yeah, it has its perks, but also it's kind of scary because no 2 games without, I mean, 2 weeks without a game is a little stressful, but I think the 2 weeks having us be able to rest and just like chill and have some practices and we figure out Wyndham Bangor play tomorrow, I
Yep.
believe. So we'll be able to plan for them a little
It's
bit. So I'm
right here in Bangor. I might go catch that one. So
should be a good game.
it's gonna be good. Did you guys see it them in the regular season at all? I know saw Bangor. I'm guessing you guys saw Wyndham too.
Yeah, we played both of the teams twice. We lost to Bangor once, beat them once, and then beat Wyndham both times. But every game's been really close.
All
So
right.
should
Well,
be good.
listen, I work with someone who's a father for one of the girls on Bangor, and I've been hearing all year long. He said, if we play right, we could beat Oxford Hill. So we're going to find out for sure next week on Wednesday if they're able to get through. But before we get to all that, we got to get this draft going here. So you guys are picking your starting lineups. I mentioned to you if you wanted to pick five and come off the bench, you could do that. You both declined. You want to start in the All-Star game. So it was decided off air that Ella was going to be nice and just let Maren go first. So, Maren, you got a nice draft pool to pick from here. Ton of talented girls, as always. You mentioned the struggles last year, how you could have used a little bit more help, maybe a little bit more offensive firepower. Here's your chance. You get the first pick in the draft. Who are you going to pick with number one?
My first pick is gonna be Bailey Breen. She's a great big. She's done great things in the past couple of years, so I'm super excited to have her as my first pick.
There we go. And Bailey being a bit of a surprise. We're keeping that quiet. We didn't want to announce that, but Bailey is coming back to play in the All-Star game. She would be a senior here in Maine this year, so we thought it was only right that she comes back, plays with the girls in her class, and get to play one more game of Maine. She's been down at Montenberg for those that are unaware. But Bailey's back. Excellent first pick. Went with a big, and Bailey was last year's MVP as well, so a good choice there. So now, Ella, how are you going to counter that? You got the next two picks here. The most dominant big is off the board. Who are you going to go with?
Okay, so for my first pick, I'm super excited. I'm gonna pick Sarah Terrio Marshwood. I
Okay.
love her. I think she's a great defender. I feel like she has had an outstanding year this year, so I'm really excited about that.
Sarah Terrio making her All-Star game debut, by the way, her first game. So great pick there. And with your second pick?
My second pick, I've got to go with my girl Maddie P.
Okay.
She 1,000 points this year as a junior, crazy, and I think she's just going to be a great guard for us, and she's just amazing. So I'm super excited about that.
Excellent choice. Big fans of Maddie Provost over here. An absolute bucket. So you went with defense and some offense. I like the way this is shaping up so far.
Mhm.
So Maren, we're back to you. You get two picks now. This will be your second and third pick.
So for my second pick, I'm also going with defensive menace.
Right?
She's been on my team the past couple of years, Lexi Morin. I mean,
Okay.
I love her on the boards. She does great things, so that's definitely my second pick.
All right, great pick. First time making a All-Star game debut at the Big Time Hoops All-Star Weekend, Lexi Morin. And your next
And
pick.
on my third pick, I'm going to be picking Mary Allen. I followed her a bunch throughout the season, seeing how well she's done. And then I also played with her last year, and I thought she was a great addition to the team. So she'll be my third pick.
She's a walking quadruple or quintuplet double threat. I don't know if you guys saw during the year, she almost had whatever 10
Crazy.
in 5 different categories is. She almost did that a couple times in a big time bucket as well. So, two great picks. I like the way this is shaping up. One thing that you don't normally hear when putting together all-star rosters is you guys are looking for defenders. Is there a particular reason to that? These games have been competitive in the past, and it seems like you guys value some defense here.
Oh yeah, me and Maren have been talking crap for a while now, so just making sure I'm gonna have someone to lock her up.
Okay.
Oh, and I need someone to lock Ella up. So had to go with a big so that I can clog the paint. And then had to go to someone that can definitely box Ella out and rebound over her.
I like the intensity. This is good. This is going to be great. You guys can just keep talking shit the entire time too. So come game time. We got some bad blood here. We are back to Ella for your final two picks.
Okay, for my third pick, I'm gonna go with Madeline Dupre from
Oh,
Caribou. I
nice.
she's a great shooter and she's great overall, I think, and I'm super excited to have her. And then for my last pick, someone I actually play against in my league, I'm gonna go with Rachel Penny.
Rachel Penny from Edward Little,
Oh yeah.
making her All-Star game debut as well. You mentioned someone, Madeline Dupre, who's near and dear to my heart because she's a county girl. Shout out to the county, an absolute bucket. And in my opinion, I know they released the top 10 semifinalists for Miss Basketball. I think we have two of the finalists here tonight. I think you two are going to be in there. I think Madeline's going to be the third. You guys have any input on who you think might be the three? I mean, I think you guys are one and two for sure. Any thought on who the third might be, or if it's a completely different three?
I don't really know. There's so many good options, I feel like, in that list that they put out. So I think it's open for everyone.
Okay. How about you, Maren? Any thoughts on who might be Miss Basketball finalists?
So I actually didn't make the list this year, which is super disappointing. But I think Ella will definitely make it. All props to her. Wishing her on this year. I'll be rooting for her.
Well, listen, I thought you were a semifinalist for sure because I thought it was a no-brainer. So you should be in the final three, in my opinion, as well. I was having this conversation
Well,
with
thank you.
Yeah, I was actually having this conversation with Trophy Mode this week, and we are making our predictions. And I said I think Maren and Ella are going to be in there. So what a travesty! What a travesty to the Miss Basketball panel.
Definitely think Maren should be in there.
Especially as a semifinalist, there's no question about it. Uh, just a travesty. My bad. You had my vote. You'd be in my top three. So
Thank you.
all right. So God, we're back to Maren for her last pick.
So my last pick is someone that I personally hate playing against. So
Yep.
I wanted her on my team. Callie Parmelo. So
Um,
yeah.
why do you hate going against Callie? What is the
Because
deal?
she's just a great defender, a great shooter. She's just well-rounded and she does all the hustle plays and really brings the team up. So I'm glad to have her on my side this time.
Yeah, and I believe the term is she got that dog in her, right? She got a little bit of dog in her. She's just
Oh
an
yeah.
absolute gamer as well. So I like these teams here. Let me just run through them again. So, Ellie, you said you're going to start, right? You're going to be a starter for your team.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, joining her, she's going to have Madeline Dupre. We got Sarah Terrio, Maddie Provost, and Rachel Penny for your starting five for
I'm
team.
set. I'm so happy.
That's a squad right
We're gonna
there.
cook Maren. It's gonna go crazy.
No, you're
Uh,
not.
Maren, you mentioned you got Callie Parmalu, you got Annie, Lexi Morin, Mary Allen, no, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, Mary Allen and Bailey Breen. So we're
Yep.
set. We got ourselves a couple squads here. Anybody that you guys drafted that you wanted, like the other person drafted that you wanted for your own team, or are you pretty happy with your squads here?
I mean, I definitely would have taken Maddie Provost and Sarah, but she needs them. So
How about you,
I
Ella? Did
mean,
she take anyone that you wanted?
obviously Bailey would have been a great addition to our team. I think me and Bailey could have worked together a little bit, a little high-low action, but
Yeah.
I'm
Nope, that's
set.
us.
I'm set. I think we're good.
I like these teams. We're off to a great start, and we still have a bunch of talented girls to round out the rest of the teams. I'm going to try my best to make it as even as possible, make sure Maren gets her help this year so that it's not so one-sided. Any thoughts on coaches? Who should we get to coach these teams?
Hmm. I think can we get Espo up in there?
No,
I,
she's mine. I want her.
No.
I've reached out. I don't know if she's available. She's going to see if she can, but she has been given a phone call.
I got her. I got her.
Okay.
And then I think if you bring back the UMaine girls like in the past, we'd love to have Sarah.
Yeah.
I already talked to Sarah as well, and as long as they're not out of town, she will be there as well. So
We're just on the same mindset.
I know, yeah. Why mess with a good thing? We got a great thing going with All-Star Weekend. We're just going to keep it going. I think we're set. I think we're set, girls. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get up out of here?
I just want to say good luck to everyone in the playoffs. But if you're playing my team, there's a little less luck wished for you.
Okay. I just
Yeah,
want to
I
make
agree with that.
I just want to make a couple apologies to you guys as well because, as I said, I think you two should be finalists for Miss Basketball. Did not get nearly enough coverage from Big Time Hoops this year. So I'm sorry, girls. It was really, really tough. I was down to one man in the South. Brady was all over the place, and he was in high demand, and he went to where he got paid this year. So he wasn't able to make it to everywhere. Maren, I hope we didn't freak you out when Trophy Mode just showed up randomly, and I think it was Yarmouth the game that he went and caught some footage at, but we had to make sure we get something for the captain reveal video. Ella, we're going to be there for the AA tournament at least, so we'll be sure to get some coverage for you there and just show you guys the love you deserve. So, two of the best players in the entire state, in my opinion, and we got them as captains for the All-Star game. So, I appreciate you guys making the time, and we'll see you in a couple weeks here for All-Star Weekend.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with the boys draft now, and we decided to make things interesting this year. First time we've done this, where we have teammates being the captains in the All-Star game. We got Jameer Rose and Bryce Guitard leading the way for the Noble Knights, arguably the best team in the entire state, arguably the best backcourt in the entire state. But for All-Star Weekend, they're going to be rivals. They're going to go against each other for the first time. So, fellas, you guys are gearing up for playoffs. You guys get Marshwood next week, right?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, so it's right around the corner. So we're gonna know the results of that game by the time this comes out. This is coming out on Sunday. So let me get some predictions. We're gonna see if you guys are right on your predictions. What are you guys predicting here?
I have faith in our team.
Oh yeah.
I think we're gonna get it done.
Just that? Just the win, not a prediction. How many points? Something like that.
Nah, I'm not going.
Nah, I think if we come out with energy, we'll be good. We're just gonna play this team.
It's been an incredible turnaround for you guys in the Noble Knights. I had posted something last year just showing the win totals, like leading up to you guys' arrival, basically. And like, if I don't know the exact numbers, but if you go back to just before your time, it was like 1 or 2 wins a year for like a decade straight.
Yeah.
And I hear you guys are 17-1, probably the favorites to come out of A South. What do you guys attribute to the turnaround at Noble and making Noble the it team this year?
All right, I'll go first. I think it's been huge, like not only for our team, but like for the community, like getting the community involved back into basketball. Because I remember like when we were young, my brothers played. We're not going to speak on that time. It wasn't pretty. And, you know, us going, like our whole group, like not outside of me and Bryce, our teammates too, going to the games and stuff, we were like, all right, we're going to be the ones to turn this around. And we're just happy that we were the ones to be able to do it.
Yeah, I think also we had a great youth system when we were coming up through. So I think just all of us being in the gym together, just kind of competing with each other, just pushing each other, made it all kind of more fun. Like it was enjoyable. So definitely just growing up together was a big part of that.
I'm anxious to see what happens. You guys, we're probably going to come down to you guys in Falmouth. You guys been on the regular season, split 1-1 in the year, right? Your only loss. So
you actually lost to Bonnie too to end the year. So
I didn't see that one. So 16-2, not 17-1, 16-2.
Yeah, our team was banged up, but we're all healthy now.
How do you guys feel about the A South tournament? It's always a fun one to watch, a fun region, a lot of great teams.
Very interesting.
Yeah, we're excited. We're definitely excited.
What are you guys' thoughts on playing in the Expo?
Love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I like the atmosphere. I love how like other people from other teams, like it's not just like Noble fans and then the team we're playing against. Like there's fans from everywhere that showed up to the game.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. At first, like hearing like because we were AA our sophomore year, so hearing that we were playing in the Expo compared to the Cross, like at first I was like, eh. But after the playoffs last year, that place was definitely popping. So
That's the vibe I get, and that's what I hear a lot is that the expo is where you want to be at. It's just more packed. The fans are on top of you. Just a great venue. So looking
yeah,
forward to that. But before we get to your games this weekend here, we got to get this draft settled. So it's a snake draft. So whoever gets the first pick will get one pick, and then the next person will get two, back to the other person for two, back to the other person for two, and then back to the last person for one. That
yeah.
might not make much sense when I say it real quick, but we'll make it happen here. So
okay.
we gotta figure out who's going first. So
I'm trying to.
Let me make my case. Let me make my case.
No, listen to this case.
Let me make my case.
Bro,
I think I should go first because I played in the game last year.
Yo,
and
I think
SummerSlam MVP as well. You're coming
And
off-
SummerSlam MVP as well. And I
Okay.
was MVP of the select camp.
Okay, Bryce, what's your case? What do we got here?
he can have first pick.
I was gonna say, you know what?
If
I was gonna.
played football though, I would have won the 50.
Wow.
Second place.
Okay.
Wow.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Bryce, I was gonna give you the first pick because he's already got like trophies and he's done
That's
this
what
and
I'm
that. So I was
saying,
gonna-
No, it's too late.
Yeah,
he
I got
gave
first
it to
pick.
me.
Nah.
He said I got it. He
No,
did
no,
say
no,
I
no,
got it.
no. I take that back. I get first
No,
pick.
you can't take it back. It was already
I
said.
take it back. I get
I'm
first pick.
I'm gonna give Bryce the first pick because I think I know where
Yeah,
Jameer's going with it. Jameer, you already got an MVP award
Oh.
from SummerSlam. You've already been at the
Oh,
All-Star
yeah.
game. Bryce was at Rising Stars a couple years ago, but this is his first All-Star game. I want to make
Yeah.
it special for him. So you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna give Bryce the first pick. So Bryce, you have the list of names. You are on the clock. Who are you taking with your first pick?
You know who you taking, bro. Don't sit there and act. All right.
Oh, yo, he's a little mad right now. So I'm gonna go with my first pick from Edward Little. I'm gonna go with Ding,
Ding.
my XLP teammate.
I'm not gonna lie, that would have been my first pick too. I would have took Ding with my first pick as well. I know that's what
We
Jameer
were
was
talking
going.
about it at practice today.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
it was a
that's what Jameer was going with it. So,
Yeah.
all right, great pick. I should have asked you, like, what's the approach? I just had the girls on, and they surprisingly were building their teams off defense because if you've never been a big time hoops All-Star weekend, the games are competitive. It's one of the few All-Star games that you can come to where you guys get after it. So they were prioritizing defense. But Bryce, what's your process here when building this team together? Ding's a great first pick.
Yeah. I think honestly, just a bunch of like different play styles, like that's gonna mix good together. So, like honestly, a bunch of these guys too that I played with. So just knowing like how they play and just who plays good together. So just that's really it, to be honest.
Does the fact that he's probably the most exciting player in the state and you can throw lobs to him, is that anything to do with it?
That definitely helps a lot.
Okay.
Definitely helps.
And probably the guy who made the biggest leap this year. Ding's been unbelievable. So
Yeah, he's been great.
It's been awesome.
Great.
It's been his journey.
great first pick. So now, Jimmy, you get two picks here. So where we going?
I think with my first pick, take Leo McNabb, my first pick.
All right, Leo from Cheverus.
And then
And who else is taking?
Davis Man.
Davis Mann, who's been one of my favorite guys all year long. Someone else who's taken a huge jump this year from where he was last year. And someone you guys might face here to come out of the South. So hopefully, if you guys do meet up, and one of you guys prevails, you guys are still friends come All-Star weekend, so you guys can get it done in the All-Star game. Your thought process behind drafting two guards here, Leo and Davis Mann.
I think my team, I want kids that I know are gonna play hard. Like
Yep.
I don't want to come to the All-Star game and it just be like Olay, like nobody's really playing. Like I want to draft a team of 5 people, or starting 5 of 5 people that are go out and they're gonna play and they're gonna defend. And I want to run. I want to get out and play. And having guards that can move and dribble and shoot helps that.
You're right. You mentioned you want guys that are going to show up and play, not take it easy. That's what the McDonald's game's for. The McDonald's game is for you guys just jacking half court shorts, all that stuff. You kind of play at the big time hoops All-Star game. So, Bryce, you get the next 2 picks here.
Mhm.
Who are you going to add along with Ding?
Don't mess it up.
What you mean don't mess it up? With my second pick, I'm gonna go with another XOP guy right here. I'm gonna go with my guy Wyatt Benoit from TA.
Okay.
Mhm.
And your next pick as well.
And then with my third pick, I'm going to go with Theo Powell from Kennybunk.
Nice choice right there. You got some guys with some bounce on your team.
Got Lob City on my team.
Lob City with Theo and Ding. Both of whom are going to be in the dunk contest as well. That hasn't been officially revealed yet, but both of them are going to be in the dunk contest this year. So your thoughts on drafting Wyatt and Theo? What's the thought process there?
Honestly, just the same thing as I said for Ding. Both guys I've played with, honestly, they're both just exciting players. Like Theo can play all three levels. Same with Wyatt. They're just big time players.
All right, Jameer, you get 2 picks here. Your last 2 picks.
My last 2 picks. All right, I'm gonna go. This may shock some people, but I'm gonna go Nolan Ames from Camden Hills.
Oh
Nice.
no!
Great pick
Bro.
right there.
Ah,
Big Nolan Ames fans here at Big Time Hoops.
And then I need some size to match him having Ding and Theo, who are both athletic. I'm gonna go with Emmett Byther from Old Town.
Great pick right there. You got a squad.
Yo, I knew you were taking Nolan, bro. You were telling the coach at practice.
Yeah, bro. I like Nolan's game. I like how he plays. Another thing about Nolan is easy for other people to play with too.
Yeah. So someone who can get his own shot, create for others over at Camden Hills who are playing very well at the right time of year. Great pick there. So Jameer made his last pick. Bryce, you get one more to round out your starting 5. Which way are you going to go? Because he just got some size with Emmett Byther. You guys got straight guards for the most part. Where are you going with the last pick?
With my last pick, I'm gonna go with Gabe Lash from Madomic.
Okay, there's some size right there for you.
Yeah, look at Jameer. Yeah.
All right, so we'll just go down with the summary here. So for Team Jameer, we got Emmett Byther, Davis Mann, we've got Leo McNabb, and Nolan Ames. For Team Bryce, we've got Theo Powell, Wyatt Benoit, we got Ding Maywin, and we got Gabe Lash. So I know you guys wanted some of the players that the other person drafted. Do you guys want to make any trades here before we lock these in as the starting 5s, or you guys go with your squads?
If he wants to propose a trade, I'll listen to it, but I'm not throwing any trades right now. Just think about it. If you propose a trade, I say no. How does it make the other player feel?
I was thinking I like my team. I like my 5. I think my 5 is gonna play well together.
I like my squad too.
So
We'll lock it in. It's official.
I think we're good.
Okay.
yeah, sounds good.
All right. I asked the girls the same question. I asked them, who should we get to coach these teams? Who should we bring up to be on the bench?
I think Mikey Harmon should coach my team.
Okay. Bryce, you got any suggestions? I'm not saying we're gonna do it. I'm just taking some input right now.
Nah, I got a few that I could, but nothing off the top of my mind right now. I don't know if are high school coaches allowed to coach in this, or
That's a good question. I don't know if we're gonna go that route because then it looks like I'm showing favoritism towards certain high schools. So we try to go outside the high school ranks.
that's all good.
Yeah.
That I don't really have anyone right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. We got these teams locked in here. I want to get your input on one more thing before we get up out of here. I asked the girls this too. So we're just always trying to find ways to spice up All-Star Weekend, make it different, make it fresh, be on the front end of things here. Thinking about adding a new event this year, thinking about adding a King of the Court one-on-one tournament. All-Star Weekend. So I want to get you guys' input and see if that's something the boys would be down for.
Oh, I can already tell you that.
I think a lot of them would. I think a lot of them really.
That's awesome. That would be awesome.
The only problem is we don't have a lot of time. We squeeze a lot in as it is.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to trim down like 3-point shootout, maybe trim down the skills challenge and put some rules in for King of the Court. But you guys think that there'd be some buy-in for that?
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of people would.
Would you guys be in? Would you guys be in there?
100%.
Of course.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to see if we can make that fit then. Let's see if we can squeeze it in. Fellas, thank you for making the time. Best of luck in the tournament. I'll be watching on WHOU, catching these games as you guys hopefully get your way to a state game. And like I said, it's been awesome to see the turnaround you guys have done down there at Noble. Hoping you
Thank you.
guys bring it all the way around, get to a state title game, and bring a gold ball back to Noble when it's all said and done. But best of luck. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks at All-Star Weekend.
Of
Sounds
course.
good.
Thank you.